We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Neil Gaiman's Teknophage issue 10. This is from the 1995 series from Tekno Comix. This is also the last issue of the series. This was written by Paul Jenkins, art by Davison, who also did the inks. Ian McKie was the computer colorist, Todd Klein letterer, cover art by Bryan, Talbot, and Angus McKie. Cover's pretty good and it does relate to the story. Ed Polgardy was the editor. Julie Riddle was the associate editor. So the religious folks have been cornered in Phage's tower near the vat room, and we learn that there was a traitor among them, but something else is also going on in the building. While Phage disposes of other religious people that he found, some of them keep their faith, and it somehow creates this new creature that Phage is afraid of. They don't really give it a name, as far as I can tell. It's just called the Collective, and it does, for the first time, inspire some hope in the people of Kalighul, and we learn who the narrator is. It's an interesting way to end the series, but nothing really gets resolved. It just sort of sets up the idea that there is now something that the Phage is afraid of. Overall, it's a well done story. This is actually the best issue of Paul Jenkins' run, but the Phage is still massively overpowered and obviously going to be a threat to Kalighul for a long time. It's kind of an unsatisfying ending in many respects, but it does sort of fit the theme of the book. It's the least of the edgy books, and it's a little more straightforward issue where they actually have some stuff happen that isn't just for the sake of social commentary or to be edgy, and I think it worked a lot better. So I would say that it's probably Paul Jenkins' best issue, and it's the most comic book-esque, but it's also going to be the most accessible to comic book readers that don't want something edgy. But it was too little too late because the series was over at this one. I would say those who are looking for less edgy material probably be okay with this issue, but it's also the last issue, so it doesn't mean anything. But it's a strange end cap to the series. I think the series probably should have only been about 6 issues and been a series of mini-series or limited issues. That would have made more sense. Instead, what we've got is a somewhat confusing series, and the collective issues don't seem to match up with the different writers, so they probably should have just had a 6-issue run with Rick Veitch and then 6-issue run with Paul Jenkins or something like that. I think it would have worked a lot better. Overall, the series is kind of forgettable. It's a pretty dark series, so I don't think it's going to appeal to most comic readers. Those readers that do like the first 6 issues are probably going to find the ending very unsatisfying. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. It was definitely Jenkins' best work on the series, but it really didn't wrap anything up for the Phage. It wasn't an ending for the character, it was just an ending of a story arc. So it's good back issue bin material for real cheap, but not for long-term satisfaction. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel in other ways, links to my Patreon, Streamlabs, and Teespring are in the description. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.